So you lost 90, you lost
25.
25
and you lost
and
32.
30.
Okay.
Okay, so you might remember that clip from a show we did a while back. Cardiologist Dr. Reddy talked about his special bread to help people lose weight. It's part of his Heart Healthy program. According to the CDC, heart disease is the leading cause of death in the United States for men and women. How many of you know someone who has heart disease who's either had a heart attack or passed away because of one? Right. Well, the good news is we have the technology to help you predict a heart attack before it happens and even reverse the risk and add years back to your life. We went to the Reddy Cardiac Wellness Center in Sugar Land to go behind the scenes of my heart to show you the process.
Your look says you're 30, but your arteries say you're 90.
It used to be when we went to the cardiologist, you'd get on the treadmill and do a stress test, and they could listen to your heart with a stethoscope. Today, with the modern equipment, you can actually see what's happening inside.
Well, there's a simple test called carotid IMT. What it is, basically you have a technician with a probe, and we basically image the artery of the neck to see if there's any plaque formation. The same things that happen for the arteries in the neck can also happen to the arteries of the heart. 2, we can also scan the heart in less than a minute to see A, if there's any calcium buildup in the arteries. B, you can also scan the heart to see if there's any blockage in the arteries. So 3rd is, of course, doing an ultrasound. It tells you what is the size, structure, function of the heart and how the valves are. And you also can measure what your blood pressure in the lungs are. So if your blood pressure in the lungs is high, that tells you that you also are at risk for having strokes because you probably may have sleep apnea.
What's amazing about this to me is that you literally can put somewhat of a timeline on someone's life, but you can also give them the information to get that time back.
Correct. I mean, you can also find out where you are at this point. But for example, when you look at the artery, it tells you what is your vascular age. You may be 40 years old, but you may have a plaque of a 90-year-old. Now, once you find out, you can take the corrective actions, like what? Change the diet. Go on combination, not one medication, combination medication. In less than 2 years, you can start working on reversing it or shrinking it. So if you start shrinking and reversing it, what are the chances of you having a heart attack? It drops down dramatically. So all this is possible, but first you should have the willingness to find out. 2, you should be willing to change your diet and learn what is right and what is wrong. And 3, be willing to take the medications. When you do this, you can really reverse heart disease. Here is a gentleman. He's a 37-year-old Caucasian male, came in, had a carotid IMT done. Look at this. His neck artery had a 2.2 millimeter plaque. His vascular age, his age of the artery was 90 years of age. He went on the Reddy diet, my diet. He started taking medications. He lost 50 pounds in 1 year. And a year later, if you look here, his vascular age dropped to 37, and look at the plaque. From 2.2 millimeters dropped down to 0.7. That's a significant improvement in less than 1 year.
You don't see medication necessarily, in this case, as something that you stay on for the rest of your life, as much as it is a tool to help you get back those years and back a healthy heart.
That is correct. It is a tool to get you back what you lost, but the key is the diet. So you first change the diet and add on the medications for a short period of time. If you don't change the diet, medications, you're stuck on it for a lifetime and they still don't do what they're supposed to do.
I want to find out how young my heart is. Or
Let's
how
find
old
out today. Let's see what you have. And essentially going through different views of the heart, and all it shows is size of the heart, normal. Structure of the heart, normal. Function of the heart, normal. Pressure in the lungs, normal. Valves, normal. No fluid around the heart. That's excellent. Now we are coming to this segment where we're going to look at the artery of the neck. And look at this. There's no plaque buildup in your artery. It's clean.
Wow.
That's nice.
But that's amazing. So,
yeah.
As we said earlier, sometimes genetics plays a role in it. Certainly what you do to yourself plays the biggest role in it.
More than genetics and exercise, it is all diet, followed by genetics, followed by exercise.
Well, it makes sense because we talk about diet. A lot of us just say food, and we don't understand that it's not just to kill your hunger. It is your fuel and your medicine, really. It is your medicine for your body. And you wouldn't put bad medicine in your body.
Every time you put food in your mouth and think of it as medication, how careful will you be? If I gave you 20 pills, would you take them? No. Same thing. If you treat food as medication, you will never go wrong.
Now it's time to find out the age of my heart. Yeah,
okay.
never mind how old I am.
Now, if you look at this, we measured 5 different segments in the arteries of the neck. You have 3 on the left side and 2 on the right side. This is the mean thickness. Look at your mean thickness, 0.5, 0.6, 0.4, 0.6, 0.5. That's excellent. It should be less than 0.6. And the maximum thickness is 0.8. I'd rather have it less than 0.6. So if you look at the vascular age, for this segment, your age is 42. For this segment, your age is 50. For this segment, age 28, 57, and 36. But your average age is 45, much younger than your age. But I would like to see all these segments under your age, meaning all of them being under 0.6 and even here 0.6.
So what do I do to change that? Is it diet?
It's diet. And basically you quit sugar, starch, and bad fat. And be on the Reddy diet.
Okay. I'm ready. I'm ready. Are you ready?
All right, so a couple of really said a lot of important things, but the 2 that stood out for me are the willingness to know. You don't know where you're at unless you're willing to find out, and then the willingness to change. So what he basically says, I have less than a 5% chance of ever having a problem with heart disease. Now there's 5 million other things that will kill me, but I don't have to worry about heart disease. For more information on getting your heart back on track, call Reddy Cardiac Wellness at 281-491-0044, 281-491-0044, or log on to reddycardiology.com, and Reddy is spelled R-E-D-D-Y. We'll be right back.